Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself. I'm laughing because a card just already flew out of the deck. I haven't been doing as many of these in between readings, meaning doing reading videos between the Monday, Wednesday, Friday readings that I always do at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I felt this very strange energy coming through specifically for twin flames, and I feel that these messages will especially resonate with a subset of those who identify as divine feminines on this twin flame journey. The card to come out is the Four of Cups: regret, refusing offers, missed opportunities, stagnation, nostalgia, frustration. And what's really interesting is in my most recent reading video, the Four of Cups card in the reversed came out very strongly on the divine masculine energy. And I said that it felt like a divine masculine was very much feeling regretful over some kind of missed opportunity with his divine feminine counterparts, and that he really desired to move out of some period of stagnation, some time in which he may have been in these stuck cycles of being that may have ultimately pushed the divine feminine away. But now on the divine feminine energy, of course, we're getting this card upright because whenever something shifts in one polarity, whether it's the divine masculine or the divine feminine, it is felt by the other, and sometimes the effects are reversed. Twin flames are sometimes called opposite mirrors because sometimes what we reflect back to our twin flame or within our own energy field as we are mirroring our twin flame will be a mirror image of what they are going through, especially before the energy is balanced. So what this means is if the divine masculine is in an energy of really wanting to move forward, wanting to move past these regrets he's had, this feeling of wallowing in nostalgia, in regret, in missed opportunity with the divine feminine, as he feels a movement out of that regret before these energies become balanced, divine feminine, this may actually pull on your energy field, and you might find yourself looking back at things in the past of your connection that maybe you hadn't taken a look at in a while, even feeling some of these emotions of nostalgia, of even regretfulness over the way that things may have panned out or turned out between the two of you in the past. And I do want to note here as well that I am not speaking to all divine feminines here. As with all of my reading videos, please only take from these readings what connects with you intuitively, because it is your intuition that really is the compass and the guiding lights of your soul. Patience in the reverse. So divine feminine, you may also be feeling a bit of emotional frustration at this time, stemming from feelings of, I heard impatience, but it's not exactly impatience. It's that there is a divine timing at play here that part of us has a difficulty fully leaning into, fully trusting. And that's something that we as divine feminines are learning to surrender to at this time. I keep seeing the letters C-L-A-R, hearing some name like Clarence or Claire, and also I'm seeing the letters D-I-A-N as well. But do keep in mind with these very specific details, they are usually details just meant for certain individuals, so don't worry if those don't connect with you. Also, I'm realizing 5 minutes into this video that I don't believe I ever fully introduced myself because I got so distracted by the messages coming through so quickly. So for those of you who are new to the channel, thank you for tuning in today. My name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself. Here on this channel, we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. If you do subscribe to this channel, this allows me to better pick up on your energy so I can channel more clear messages for you and your situation. So the restriction card came out. 8 of Swords in the upright position. Feeling backed into a corner, feeling as though your hands are tied, and there's an anxiety from this sense of having your hands tied in a situation metaphorically, but what I'm really getting for this divine feminine is this sensation of having your hands tied could be coming from feeling a bit of nostalgia for the past with this masculine, feeling regret for how things panned out. I keep strongly getting that. I feel that whoever I'm channeling here, this masculine and feminine were more physically 3D connected in the past. Very, very connected. I'm getting that they may have even lived together or been, I'm hearing, in the same city, and then one may have moved away. Maybe they were in a relationship. There was a closer connection here. And I feel that the divine feminine has this emotion of, I regret the way that things turned out, but it couldn't have been any different on my end. There is this feeling that the masculine in this particular situation took certain actions that made it impossible for the divine feminine to do anything besides pull away. For some reason, I'm seeing a masculine with a briefcase. So someone here might work at a corporate job. I'm also getting someone might live in a city or an urban area. Action in the upright position. I feel this divine feminine saying, I'm trying to stay focused on myself and my life, staying optimistic, moving forward into action. But some of these feelings keep pulling me back to you and to thinking about our past and the way that things turned out between us. Now, I have to tell you, divine feminine, whoever you are, by the way, I got the name Haley for someone also. If you're resonating with, and sorry, one more thing, the word married came out as well. So someone here may be married to someone else. You may have been married to this person at some point, but the overarching message, regardless of whether there's a 3D marriage involved here, the complex dynamic and what I was getting before hitting the record button is you are already soul married to this masculine, and that is part of what is making this situation so complicated. I'm feeling a lot of overlap to my recent reading, my recent 3 times a week reading that I posted on Monday, September 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if these messages are connecting, I do recommend going back and exploring that video as well for more depth. But the complicating aspect of your connection to this masculine is that I feel a feminine saying, our souls are tied, but so are my hands. We are bound in this soul contract, which is a soul marriage. It's like you have this energetic covenant with this person that you always carried within you unconsciously within your soul, but that you consciously activated. It's like your soul marriage contract became activated through your physical 3D meeting point, and whatever resulting connection took place between you and the physical. And now there's no way, unlike a traditional 3D marriage where we are able to divorce, and even within a twin flame situation, we have the free will to choose to separate, to set those boundaries in the physical 3D world. the thing is, at a soul level, your soul marriage to this person has been activated. Now, of course, that does not mean that you cannot be in a marriage with someone else, that you could not exercise your free will and choose to marry someone else. It's just that there is always this very deep bond pre-existing and coexisting along with any other forms of 3D connection that may be in your love life with this particular divine masculine. And I feel that for a divine feminine, I'm picking up on, quite literally, it just feels a bit lonely to have this realization, to realize how bound you are to this other soul. And also, there is this energy coming out of other people not understanding. So there may be a feeling that people around you just don't get it. They don't understand the soul marriage that you have with this person, the connectedness you feel to this masculine. But what I was going to say before I got on all of these other tangents, which of course they're not really tangents energetically speaking, this is all very much connected. But what I was going to say earlier is that the thing is, divine feminine, if some of these feelings are somewhat recent for you, meaning within the last few weeks to a month, where maybe you were beginning to move on with your life, beginning to feel this kind of fresh energy around you, maybe you began dating again, maybe you connected romantically with a soulmate, and again, you have the free will to do all of that. Maybe just mentally you felt like you were able to move forward. Yeah, the card 3 of Pentacles in the upright position, apprenticeship, learning, studying, growing, hard work. I'm hearing building an enterprise, if that connects with anyone, building a business, working towards some kind of physical material goal or outcome or objective. I really feel that strongly for whoever I'm connecting with here. And I feel you physically, you are a very powerful manifester, and your manifestation power has been radically, exponentially increased in recent times in your life. And you are beginning to experience the power of this. You will begin seeing this essentially magnetism showing up more and more in your life because you've put in the spiritual work, so to speak. But in spite of that, if you felt recently all of a sudden like there is this pull back to this divine masculine that perhaps you left behind, I'm hearing dropped the label of twin flames. So maybe you're someone who, I'm also getting the letters S, A, and R for someone's name here. Perhaps you decided, okay, I'm going to drop the labels. I am going to move forward with my life. I am going to open myself to new love experiences. And then recently you find yourself thinking back to this person and feeling more emotional than you've been feeling as of late, as of maybe the last few months or years. Know that I'm hearing reactivated your divine masculine counterpart, and his shifts emotionally, energetically are the reason that you have been emotionally reactivated in this way. And yes, this is one of the more frustrating aspects of twin flame connection, which is we are connected by an invisible heart cord running from our heart to our counterpart's heart, invisibly, energetically, but still incredibly powerfully and palpably. And because of this, it can be dormant for a long period of time, and maybe for months or years, neither of us will pull on that string. But the moment someone pulls on their end of the cord, in this metaphor, the other feels it. It's like when you were a kid. I don't know if anyone else did this, but when you would tie cans to a string and a friend would take one end of the can and you would take, or one end of the string with one of the cans, and you would take the other can and you would go in separate rooms. And it's kind of like that, except with a twin flame, especially if you've been on this journey a long time. If your masculine was very much stuck emotionally, energetically, not making changes, not making shifts, you may have been able to temporarily forget that you were holding your end of the string. You may have told yourself, okay, I'm just going to entirely forget this person or situation, or at the least I'm going to put it on the back burner. And then all of a sudden, they start to shift in some way. I wanted to say they start to do the work. So we're really going to have to read into what is going on with this masculine that is pulling on your energy so intensely, Divine Feminine. But there's absolutely been a shift within him that, here we go, yeah, the Death card reversed, an inability to move forward. I have to say, I don't know who this is for, but I felt some Divine Feminine so frustrated. She was like, why can't this connection just die already? Metaphorically, why can't I just put this entirely in my past? It feels sometimes like I get so close and then I'm sucked back in. And that is what the Death card reverse represents. Something is resurrected here from the dead, making you feel as though you're unable to move forward. This card can represent fear of new beginnings, but it's not so much that you, Divine Feminine, are afraid of new beginnings. It's that you're trying to move towards a new beginning. And the fear is that you're never going to be able to fully put this person and situation in the past. Very, very interesting. And we also had the King of Cups card in the midway position. The Divine Masculine has been showing up as the King of Cups in different positions throughout recent readings. At first, he was reversed, showing that he was very much in kind of this negative headspace, perhaps what you would label as selfish or self-absorbed, which really was him potentially kind of hiding away with his wounding, with his patterns, his shadows. He wasn't ready to face out of fear of everything he had left unfelt his entire life coming to the surface. But in a more recent reading, this card actually came out upright, representing that this masculine energy we're picking up on is healing. So the fact this card was in the midway position in this particular reading tells me the masculine is in process of healing, of awakening, of becoming that upright King of Cups energy, so to speak. And I also hear someone who can fill your cup, who can fulfill your needs emotionally, materially. Now, of course, only you know your situation, only you know where your masculine counterpart is at with all of that. But I do see that this shift in his energy, even if you're apart, even if you aren't in very frequent 3D communication, might be causing you, Divine Feminine, to feel this stagnancy in your own life, this inability to move forward, this tendency to want to go back over the past with this masculine and reevaluate or wonder about how this connection could have turned out differently, or how, even daydreaming about how it might still be able to come together or work out in the future. Know that my guides keep telling me to emphasize you are not going crazy. You are feeling a shift within your masculine counterpart. And the masculine is also showing up as the devil reversed. For some reason, I heard villainized. So there may be people around you, Divine Feminine, who these could be even people who are part of your soul family, your soulmates, sometimes, ironically, soulmate friends and family members may actually not like our twin flame counterpart at certain phases in the journey, because soulmates truly want to love and support us emotionally, materially, where we are. They, unlike twin flames, will not push us into our ultimate expansion, but they will support us and be of assistance to us. They truly want the best for us in the traditional sense of the word, meaning they want us to be comfortable, to be at ease, to be happy, to feel supported in the present. A twin flame, however, wants the best for us at a very deep core spiritual level that is much harder for our physical human minds to comprehend. So a twin flame wants our highest expansion, our most radical growth, our fastest soul development. And the problem is sometimes these things are at odds. Sometimes the dynamic of wanting to feel present moment ease and comfort and stability and 3D support can be at odds with what will actually bring us the most rapid spiritual growth and accelerated expansion. And that is when sometimes our twin flame and our soulmates may find themselves at odds with one another. Do let me know in the comments if you want to hear more on interactions between our soulmates and our twin flame, why sometimes soulmates of ours may not actually like our twin flame counterparts. But anyway, with the Devil card reversed, I see that this divine masculine is being released from a kind of bondage, but specifically he is releasing himself more consciously from the bondage of his own negative patterns and dynamics, shedding the old, letting go of people. So there may actually be people in this masculine's life that he is distancing himself from or releasing. I'm hearing him or a divine masculine say, I just don't have an interest in them anymore. This is especially true if there was anyone in this masculine's life romantically. I just feel this total sense of loss of interest and boredom when it comes to the idea for this masculine of staying romantically connected with anyone besides his true divine feminine counterpart. So even if he is in these situations or dynamics, there is just this sense of boredom and this newfound desire to break free. But all of this is bringing a lot of upheaval in his life with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. I'm hearing for better or worse, things are changing, or that's how this divine masculine feels within himself. There may be things specifically going on in his life that feel very chaotic or confusing right now. But I hear him reiterating, there's one thing I'm sure about, and it's you, divine feminine. So I am going to be sharing some further love messages from this divine masculine we've been channeling to the divine feminine. But first, if you are connecting with this reading, there is an immense amount of energy flowing between your twin flame counterpart and yourself at this time. And I know firsthand how overwhelming this can be, how confusing and chaotic this can be, especially when you are like you are, someone who is highly sensitive, very spiritually awake and empathic. So I do highly recommend exploring the sound therapy energy clearing tools on my Subliminals website, soundandsoulful.com. As you can see on the screen, on this website, I have over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts like confidence, happiness, anxiety relief, energy boosting, for love, relationships, for manifesting specific things, specific goals, for money, business success, for twin flames, and for so much more. And subliminals are deep subconscious mind reprogramming meditation tools. So when you listen to a subliminal audio track, just by meditating with this track on, your subconscious mind is being rewritten by the affirmations I've embedded within each of these tracks. This is a fast track to manifestation, because it's actually the subconscious mind that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So specifically for you, I would most highly recommend my Twin Flame 7 chakra clearing subliminal meditation. This is a very deep, comprehensive energy clearing tool for twin flames specifically. This is designed to clear out any love blockages that might be within yourself. And of course, you are connected to your twin, so it will assist your twin in shifting as well. This will really help to balance out your connection, even at a distance, to manifest more in-depth, more open and stabilized physical, harmonious reconnection and reunion in the physical world with your twin flame. And it will also just make you more magnetic with the frequency of unconditional love, which is the most powerful frequency on the planet. So this will have many other positive side effects in your life as well. So you can try out this Twin Flame 7 chakra clearing or any other subliminal I've created. You can even make your own custom private playlists when you create a free trial accounts on my websites, and all of that information is linked in the pinned comments and description box under this video. So guys, some final messages from this Divine Masculine to you, Divine Feminine, Angel of Love reversed. I hear Divine Masculine saying, I'm sorry that I pushed your love away. And I'm getting the name Thomas, but specifically the doubting Thomas figure from the Bible, and the energy of someone who I'm hearing them say, just like Thomas in the Bible was called doubting Thomas because he wouldn't believe that Jesus actually rose from the dead until he was able to see the holes where the nails were driven in his hands for himself. I see that in the same way, this Divine Masculine is saying, I'm sorry I pushed your love away. I doubted our connection because I'm the type of person that had to see it before I would fully believe it. But now this masculine is seeing the light. He is seeing it in the sense that all of the things he once doubted, he now is unable to doubt because the evidence of this connection is surrounding him all the time. I'm getting that this masculine is getting many strange, what we would call twin flame signs. Specifically, I'm hearing him say body sensations, like he feels you in his body physically. I'm getting him also pointing to his heart, saying that he feels like his heart is shattering, is breaking open, or there's like this emptiness, this cavity where his heart is, because he is missing you so profoundly and it's affecting his physical body. And these realizations through seeing the signs and shifting from doubt into inevitable knowing is awakening him to the truth of this connection with man holding a coin upright. I hear him saying, I am awakening very quickly. With walking away reversed, I'm awakening very quickly and I want you to come back. I want us to come back together. Or if this masculine was the one who stepped away, I hear him saying, I want to come back to you. Contract in the reverse position. This masculine is or has already broken free from karmic cycles. I'm specifically picking up on a karmic relationship for some masculines here. We may need to do a second reading for those of you who may have a masculine who is involved with a karmic relationship in the 3D. So do let me know in the comments if you want more on that. But specifically, I'm getting here that regardless of how these karmic patterns manifested, because of course karmic patterns are energetic, they are blockages in our energy field. And I see the blockage for the masculine that created this karmic energy was in the heart. And I hear him saying, I kept you at arm's length because I was afraid to fully open my heart. So this keeping you at arm's length, this heart chakra blockage may have manifested as the masculine remaining in or pursuing karmic relationships. He may have struggled to open up emotionally to you for fear of getting too close, opening his heart too far with the sacral chakra energy coming out here. I'm also with this sacral card just getting a lot of physical, intimate, sensual energy that this masculine is sending you as well, especially at night. And many of you divine feminines may be feeling that also. So that may explain some of that energy coming to you. Yeah, and once again, door to spirit upright. This, like man holding a coin upright, is a sign of a masculine powerfully healing, awakening, opening spiritually. And feeling a little bit intimidated by you and your energy, because I feel that in the past when you may have connected, you divine feminine may have been, and I don't want to say a weaker state of being because the word weak just comes with so much connotation of judgment. But from your perspective, you may have called yourself weaker, or other people may have looked at you and thought that you were weaker because you hadn't yet learned to become fully stabilized within yourself. Perhaps you weren't fully stabilized in your work or in your physical body, in your space, in your life, in your emotions. But I see that you've become very stable, very grounded. Again, you're really developing that magnetism around you. You are very powerful at manifesting at this time. And this energy you are exuding is causing the masculine to feel a little bit intimidated. So if there's been a pause in communication, or you feel all of this energy, but he might be slow to reach out, know that this could be a little bit because of some of that intimidation, as well as some of those lingering heart blockages. He is still in the process of healing, which create these fears of letting someone get too close. I keep hearing fear of rejection. So this masculine might be someone who fears rejection. And again, a great tool for helping you to shift that energy dynamic within your twin flame connection is my 7 chakra energy clearing subliminal. That is linked in the pinned comment and description box under the video for those of you who would like to explore this tool and resource. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in to today's reading. You can follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. I am wishing you the most beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Leave me a comment if you feel guided to do so, and let me know what connected with you personally. And I will talk to you again in the next reading.